Salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes. It's your host, Sanic 007, with our new Let's Play of Mega Man, released in 1987 for the NES from a company known as Capcom, who were actually, weren't really known up until they actually created Mega Man. I'll be explaining more detail about, like, the development and whatnot, but with that said, let's jump right in. Now, unlike most platformers or most video games at this time when Mega Man was made, it was pretty linear in terms of structure, but with a game like this, you can choose any level you desire in any order. So for me, I'm going to start things off by selecting Gutsman. Gutsman. There we go, I had to press the start button. I was debating on recording this off my PlayStation 2, but I inherently decided at the end that I wanted to record off the Legacy Collection because it was the most relevant. And I did intend to originally pick it up for the Legacy Collection, especially now that we have access to both of them. More importantly, Mega Man doesn't really have a lot going for him nowadays. But enough about that, time for the game itself. Mega Man is your basic platformer, but unlike most platforming characters, this guy can shoot bullets, or in this case, lemons. I think those are lemons. So, with this stage, you really gotta be careful. Every level has its share of gimmicks, and that's one of them. Ow, damn it. First death of the project. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. This game is freaking hard. And damn it, I have such a hard time with this game. Truth be told, I only really beat this game once or twice. So this is gonna be one heck of a ride. You're not gonna end up having to see all my failures. I will be cutting a lot of it out unless if like I have something to talk about while I'm just repeatedly doing the same level I just failed to do it. Damn it! This is not going well at all. The issue with those with that little platform section, oh, an extra life. Real quick, whenever you take down certain enemies, like these little guys with the little hard hats, I think that's what they're actually called, hard hats. They'll drop items every once in a while. In most cases, it's a little pellet thing that increases your score, which you can see at the top of the screen. There's a reason why that you don't really see that in the other games. I'll explain that later. But anyway, you gotta time your jumping with this because whenever the platform goes over that like divided part of the conveyor belt, the flipper goes down and you fall like a damn rock. You have no opportunities to react the second you fall. Which makes this part of the level alone that much infuriating. Then again, I think I actually did this on my first try when I was practicing for this a little while ago, and to my surprise, a recording curse kicked in, and now I can't seem to do this part for the life of me. There we go, there we go. There we go, alright, now we're getting into it. Ow. Alright, these enemies are kind of annoying because they, like, kind of pursue you. Come on. Oh yeah, enemies also respawn, which is a real pain in the neck. There we go, stupid thing. Yeah, once they appear on screen, once they get close enough to you, they'll just, like, charge at you. Those enemies are annoying. They're like the Hammer Brother from the Mario games. Only since this is not a Mario game, you can't simply kill any enemies by jumping on them. And they take quite a bit of punishment too, so that's the really annoying thing. Now that yellow thing I picked up earlier, that's going to be your means of healing yourself. You actually just saw them there. And here as well. Little ones heal up like a small amount of your health, and the big ones obviously heal a lot. Ow. I hate that enemy. He takes a lot of health, and he also does a lot of damage. Excuse me, I had a little gas. What you want to do for that enemy is wait until he jumps super high. Then you should be able to make it just fine. What a surprise, I'm on my last freaking life, so if I die here, it's game over and I have to restart the entire level. Alright, now with Guts, man, you have to... never mind. Alright, well... Frick! That didn't go very well, did it? Alright, I guess I'll guys see you back at the boss. Alright, here we go, let's try this again. Alright, now with Guts, man, all he's gonna really do is jump all over the place. And whenever that rock lands down for him to catch, he's gonna hurl it at you and it's gonna split into multiple pieces. Now, whenever he jumps and lands, it causes a shockwave, which prevents you from moving. You can prematurely jump just a little bit before he lands, so you don't actually get stunned. Like that. I'm trying to... Oh, you're kidding me? Oh, that was lame. Yeah, these again, this game isn't exactly easy. But I guess while I'm redoing this boss fight again, I guess I might as well explain my history before I explain the history of this game in general. I don't have a lot of history with the original Mega Man series, to be honest. My origins when it comes to Mega Man actually comes from its sequel series, the X series. I managed to somehow get a chance to play the first Mega Man X game, and I was having a great time. It was really balls to the walls hard because I never played anything like it before. I'm just gonna do the War of Attrition here. But yeah, I didn't play the original Mega Man series for quite a while until I decided to do a little bit of research, and I somehow managed to play it with a friend of mine back at the Job Corps program that I attended, because of one of the guys that I was always hanging with. They're a huge fan of Mega Man. He had the classic edition, the Legacy Collection for the Nintendo GameCube. I currently own it for my PS2, and I originally wanted to record with that, but problem number one, my PS2, the one I bought from the Too Many Games Expo I went to this year, I guess the PS2 was faulty, because in order for the games to work perfectly fine, the PS2 has to be standing upright, and my PS2 controller tends to bug out occasionally, so I wasn't gonna let that happen to me throughout this playthrough, so I went out of my way to get the Legacy Collection. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, we're gonna go on to our next robot master, Cutman. And I guess while I'm doing that, it's time to explain the story of Mega Man. In the year 200X, these two scientists known as Dr. Wily and Albert Wiley and Thomas Light are their full names. They were colleagues in scientific engineering, I suppose. And I guess, like, Thomas Light got a lot of recognition, while Albert Wiley did not. He grew jealous, and he decided to hijack 6 of the Dr. Thomas Light's creations and start wreaking havoc all over the place. One of the inventions of Thomas Light, known as Rock, felt justified to be like, to initially step up and take the opportunity to stop Wily from, you know, taking over the world and such. I was going wrong. And he was transformed into a robot known as Rockman. Well, that was his initial name anyways. No lie, for some reason, when this, was brought over, to the US, it was changed to Mega Man simply because, the senior vice president thought Rockman was a dumb name. That's literally why they changed it. I mean, Rockman is fine, and the reason why they decided on the name is because they felt like going for a music motif, because, Rockman's Rock's sister is, named Roll. It's, like, not biologically, I suppose, but, like, they were both created by Thomas Light in, I guess the same time span, but anyway, same time zone, but, yeah, the joke is rock and roll, and I would say I like rock and roll. It's a pretty good genre. Anyway, with Cutman stage, there's a lot of ladders to climb. There's also these enemies that, as you were just seeing, they're going back and forth all over the place, and, oh wow, getting some slowdown here. Like, there's some, sections where, like here, it's really tight spacing, and I'm not trying to take damage, because the one thing you need to be mindful of is you can't afford to take a lot of damage in this game, because, once again, this game is really hard, and you want to make sure you have as much health as you possibly can for the duration of each level. Now, if you remember back when we took out Gutsman, he dropped a little something after we defeated him. Whenever you defeat a Robot Master, you get a power-up. In Gutsman's case, these stone bricks we find throughout all the levels, you can pick them up and throw them. Like a projectile, just like how Guts did. Unfortunately, unlike Gutsman, we can't just, like, call some random rocks from, just out of the nowhere. Oh my gosh, what is with this slowdown? I don't know if it's my capturing device is doing that, or if it's just the Legacy Collection itself, because, this is actually kind of bad. Not gonna lie. Alright, come on. There's also other, little turrets that stick onto the walls that shoot, 3, bullets, in diagonal directions. Oh, these guys are back too. I say, really enjoy Cutman's theme. It's one of, the most iconic, tracks in all of Mega Man history. Damn it. That hurt. Yeah, you can kill that thing, but I wouldn't risk it, because you're probably gonna take too much damage trying to damage the darn thing. It shoots bullets in like 8 or 10 directions. It's infuriating. Okay, I'm just gonna... Come on. Damn it. I got pancaked right there. Oh, are you kidding me? I have to start all the way back here? Okay, now... Gutsman's power-up might be situational, but it is helpful regardless. Alright, so I'm... So, fun little fact while I'm doing this, Mega Man's original, one of, Mega Man's initial names was actually going to be Rainbow Man, because whenever you get a power-up from a Robot Master, I'm trying to time my jumping here, because I don't want to take contact damage with this, robot. Like, his original... one of the names they were deciding on was actually Rainbow Man, because whenever you get a new weapon and switch to it, Mega Man will change colors. In this case, whenever he equips Gutsman's power-up, he turns brown. Also, these blue things, they didn't do anything earlier. That's considered weapon energy. And whenever you're low on weapon energy for one of the 6 weapons you can acquire in this game, you can grab one of these and booyah, and recover some of that energy back. Especially considering that, there's really no way to recover your weapon energy, and those drops from enemies tend to be rare. A lot of the times you just get those little pellet things that increase your score, and I guess I might as well go over that now, because it won't be very long until I get to Mega Man 2. That score doesn't last throughout the series. This is the only game it's in because I guess the developers realized that the score had no purpose. It was just sort of, oh, I can't make that. That's not fair. Talk about a cock tease. Now, I believe you can kill these little enemies like clams, but I wouldn't waste my time doing that because, they spawn all over the place, and it could be a madhouse if you allow them to disperse all over the place. Ah, darn it! I thought I could avoid damage there. I don't know how I avoided damage there, but whatever. Oh my Wi-Fi connection got lost. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's not like I need the internet to record anything. Come on. That's better than nothing. Oh, we're gonna be seeing these enemies in a later level. Basically what they do is they shoot two rounds of projectiles. Two left and right, one upward or downwards, depending on their position, and the other 2 diagonally, also depending on their position. Now we've got Cutman. This is the boss that everyone rather prefers to go after, just because of how easy it is to take him out with the Mega Buster, which is or just the Buster. We don't get the Mega Buster until Mega Man 4. But, anyways, whenever you get a weapon from a Robot Master, you can use it on the Robot Masters themselves. And some Robot Masters are actually weak to that weapon. In this case, Gutsman, which is Rocks, beats Cutman. Rock beats Scissors. Make sense? A lot of people go for Cutman first, just because of how simple he is to take down with the simple pea shooter. I felt like going after Gutsman first, just for the sake of being different. But as for that, I think we're gonna end it off here. Take out the first 2 Robot Masters. I'm gonna try and separate this Let's Play into like 2 Robot Masters a piece. So I believe with that said, next time on Mega Man for the NES 1987, we're going to be going to our next Robot Master, a Lek Man. So until then, I gotta juice